Hello and welcome to video number 14 of my 30-day 3D modeling challenge. Closing in on the half point of this challenge. It's been quite painless so far, somewhat, but it keeps me engaged. It's a nice thing to do when you don't have anything else to do really in life. Today I rolled a knife, and I have done many knives and blades and swords before, but I don't think I've ever made like a proper kitchen knife. So this will be it. This will be the one proper kitchen knife that I made. Turned out okay. It's wasn't too happy with the material, but it is like that with every art thing. You can always improve it. It's still morning. I made sure to get started on working on this video, getting this video made as soon as possible. Like as soon as I have like a coffee in my hand, I just sat down to get this video started because today I have some shit to do. I wanna have time to go to the gym, and then fuck, I'm so tired. And then go to just random dishwasher shift that I got thrown at me. The little stuff that I get to do to earn a small bit of income. They haven't like the last time they reached out to me to work for them as a dishwasher was, I think it was in winter, so there was still snow outside when they. No, I think it was even before that. Yeah, I think it was before this winter, so it was like, yeah, almost half a year ago, I think. But now, yesterday or the day before yesterday, they reached out and said, could you take a few shifts because it's summer now and there's gonna be a stream of people. I'm like, yeah, sure. How many hours do you have? They're like, how many hours do you want? I'm like, I'll take all of them. I haven't worked in so long. It's tough finding anything, so I'll just, I live in the same building, so I can just come down and do all of that. But yeah, it is in a week, and especially since it's like weekend hours. Well, not today. Today's Friday. Tonight it's gonna be like normal hours, but it's my short shift. My longer shift is gonna be tomorrow, from 3 to closing time. So from 3 to like 11:30 or something like that. I don't know if it is like that in the US or anywhere else, but here we have like UB, where you work uncomfortable hours, obekväm arbetstid. And that means that you get paid twice as much. I think, I don't know, I never actually noticed it. I feel like the money, regardless of when I work, I always earn very little. But it is what it is. It's something. At least I can earn a bit of money so that I can enjoy my summer for a little bit, at least. While getting prepared to move to Tenerife. I'm thinking of doing that after this summer's big event. Yeah. I don't think I don't know if I'm even being coherent on right now. I'm like very morning brained right now. But the knife was very straightforward to do. It was sort of like a basic shape. I know maybe some people would have liked to start it out as just making a plane and shape it out the main shape, but I think it was like more intuitive for me to extrude it, like just modify a cylinder and make it like that. It has such a peculiar shape, the handle, but I guess it is so that it fits comfortably in your hand. But the reference picture that I used was it looked like it has some like semi-sharper edges, which is like feels like it sort of defeats the purpose of having the handle more shaped like your hand if the corners of the handle are gonna be like, a little sharp. Well, they're not too sharp, obviously, but if you're gonna like use a kitchen knife to cut vegetables for hours, your hand might get sore. I don't know. I'm not a knife person. Knives are cool, but prefer I prefer blades personally. They're usually more symmetrical. Or a sword. I don't know. Is there a difference between a blade and a sword? The blade is just the blade side, like the excluding the handle. But like as a weapon, like yeah, fire blade or fire, or not a fire blade, but you know what I mean. A blade and a sword. What's the difference? I always felt like a blade is maybe like a larger knife. Like it's not very. It's not it's an asymmetrical sword basically, while a sword feels more intuitive to make, like it's Excalibur Master Sword type of sword. That it looks the same on all sides, or all sides, both sides, or all sides. Maybe they are. I know some games have like blade that is usually like a very very large sword. Maybe that's it. Maybe like a blade is just a very big sword. That's why it's called a blade, because it's a lot more blade than handle. Yeah, I have no idea what I was doing here. This is like me just trying to make the topology look nicer, even though it doesn't really matter that much. Um, since it is like a very basic shape with two very distinct sides, both on the handle and the blade. The UV, very straightforward and simple. Sorry if I'm yawning so much, but I've been awake for like about an hour. I think I need another coffee at least. I had a big cup of coffee. I have no idea why I'm still tired. Maybe it doesn't work on me anymore. Maybe I built up a serious dependency. Well, me and almost everyone else. Yeah, so picking out like what the material, the finish, the type of steel or iron texture for the blade was quite interesting because I noticed that a lot of blades are designed in a very different way. But in this case, you know, when you sharpen a knife, it's kind of like grinded along the blade, the edge, the cutting edge. But the rest of it is just blank, a very blank, pure and neutral type of surface. But I wanted to make it a bit more like varied, you know, the fibers of, or the lines of the grinding on the edge gets smaller and thinner the further out on the edge, and the further into the blade the lines, the grinding lines are bigger. Oh yeah, the handle as well. It's like very different from kitchen knife to kitchen knife, but the one that I was following had like this very... I'm pretty sure it's not actually wood. I'm pretty sure it's like the wooden door that I made that wasn't made of wood. Maybe it was actually glass fiber. Maybe it's something similar to this, but it had like this plastic-esque finish. Maybe it's just painted wood. I don't know. But yeah, it sort of looked like that in the reference. But clearly with like the height map not as intense. Yeah, I tried to make like the transition from the handle to the steel more natural, but it ended up looking weird because the fucking edge wasn't positioned correctly. But it doesn't really matter. It still looks decent. Here I'm trying to do the bolts. I spent more time doing the bolts than I wanted to, because Substance Painter, for some reason, I have no idea if there's a way to fix this or not, but Substance Painter has this weird thing where the height map of a material transfers over to all height maps. It's like it doesn't only affect that specific layer. So you have to like erase that certain part, those parts of that material that you don't want the height map to impact. So for instance here you can see that the wooden finish on the handle is still visible on the fucking bolts that I'm adding, which are on the topmost layer. So I have to like by hand take in an eraser that is the same size as the bolt and just use the eraser and remove the fucking parts of the wood texture that I don't want there, because it's metal. It's not gonna, those are the parts that are not the handle. So if there's any way to fix this so that you don't have to do it like this, please share, because I have yet to find out a way to get around this, because this is like one of the things that makes Substance Painter a bit of a pain to use. I have no idea why they haven't, like, why would that not be like the default? And I accidentally pressed pause on record because I was ranting so hard about the stupid feature that is missing on Substance Painter that I feel like would make the workflow way faster and easier. But anyway, you get around it. The knife is it looks like a kitchen knife. So there you go. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.